Hello everybody, this is Hannah from Path of Peace. Thank you so much for joining me once and again for your healing messages, for our healing messages. Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing if you feel called to do so. And before we start, I lit the candle once and again, and it is a prayer for peace for all of us all around the world. So by joining this video, you are also joining this prayer of peace. Let's take a look and see what are the hints or healing messages for this week. And I will just shuffle the cards and I will pull out some of them. I feel I want to pull out this one, and then this one, and this one. So 3 cards, and I will be sharing with you some hints and symbols for your healing journey and also for collective healing journey as well. So number 1, we have 10 of Swords. In regular tarot, this is 10 of Swords. It is 10 of Bows in this deck. So 10 of Bows, 10 of Swords. Then we have, this is the Devil card in regular tarot. It is the Watcher. I think it's the Watcher. That's the word. That is the word in English. And please forgive me my English. I sometimes forget words. Sometimes I mispronounce words. I'm doing as best as I can. And the final one is the symbol of the bear, and it is the Queen of Pentacles. So we have these beautiful cards, and I will start right away with this one. This is a very interesting symbol actually, because there is this young boy with a grandfather or an elder, and the elder is teaching the boy how to shoot arrows from the bow. And the theme here is basically learning, being taught something. And I feel it is such an interesting and important theme for so many of us, because I feel that humanity, and individually also, we need to learn so many things. It is like receiving instructions from someone that is much wiser than you are. Receiving instructions from someone who knows better than you do. So it is like an invitation to receive teachings from an elder or grandma or grandpa or somebody who has a knowledge. But I feel that it is important that that knowledge is almost like ancestral knowledge, or it is a knowledge held by elders. It's not just a regular knowledge, that you just find a teacher. There is like this sense of feeling of like wisdom transmission. So being with elders, being with people who have a lot of experience, life experience, who can teach you something, who can help you how to learn to focus your energy, because the symbol of the bow and the symbol of archery in general, it's like training in focus, training in strength. So it almost feels like there is some kind of training or set of information that can help you to gain wisdom. There is like this process of learning, opening up the process of learning from elders or from wise people. Then we have the card of the Devil or the Watcher. And this is so interesting because the Devil Or sometimes I also call this card like a skeleton in the closet, which is basically a symbol of something that is present and that we need to deal with in our lives. So it can be a toxic habit, it can be a toxic relationship, it can be a fear that we have been like suppressing for a very long time and just, sweeping it under the rug, under the carpet. So it almost feels like there is some kind of wisdom that can be learned from facing the fear or facing the challenge or facing some kind of toxicity. And it almost feels like there is a reminder that you are not alone. We are not alone in this process. There are elders that we can connect with, that can help us, so that our focus and our training is valid and we can be strong to face these challenges. There's also like an invitation that maybe you can ask yourself, what is it that I can learn from my challenge? What is it that I can learn from my fear? What is it that I can learn from a toxic situation or challenging situation? Or what is the skeleton in my closet? What is a theme that is constantly coming up, and it wants to heal, it wants to transform itself? And there are actually, right now in this moment, there are many skeletons, many themes, and maybe even toxicity that is coming to surface within the collective as well. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, or the bear. And the symbol of the bear is very beautiful, because bear is a very nourishing energy. It is like a mother energy. It is like finding resources and resting properly and getting strong and connecting with the dream time and getting your visions. And similarly, like a bear, hibernating through winter and then coming out. So the symbol of the bear is a very powerful mother energy, or mother earth even energy. It is like knowing how to be in these cycles of rest and withdrawing and then coming out and bringing something forth. Very powerful restorative medicine is basically the symbol of the bear. So there is an invitation for restoration, basically. How do I need to operate in these cycles of life so that I can stay strong, so that I can stay healthy, so that I can bring forth something new, I can give birth to something new, because the symbol of the bear is also usually connected with rebirth, bringing something new. Yeah, similarly like the mother bear sleeping through the winter time and giving birth to small bears and then coming out in the springtime with them. So it is also about giving birth to something. How can I give birth to something meaningful? How can I be strong? It is also about boundaries and learning when to withdraw and hide and, restore yourself in a cave, and when it's time to come out. What is very interesting and what I feel very strongly as I observe these cards, sometimes we are scared to open difficult topics. Sometimes we are scared of opening traumas or painful events, painful emotions. Sometimes we are scared to basically see the skeleton in the closet. But eventually, if you are willing to look at it and see it for what it is, many times you recognize that, oh, it's not that scary. It's not that scary anymore. When I look closely, when I see it for what it is, when I accept those feelings and emotions and fears, when I accept this situation and see it for what it is, not only that I can learn something from that, not only that I can grow in it and receive some wisdom, but I can also get stronger. Yeah, that's the bear card as well. I can get stronger. I can get more grounded. So there is also a theme of looking, an invitation to look into some of these toxic themes, maybe in your life. And if you do so, you will recognize that maybe they are not that scary anymore. That you can walk through, that you can get stronger, that you can heal yourself. Bear is also a symbol of powerful healing, emotional healing, usually, but also physical healing, renewing, replenishing. So that's the beautiful story with these cards, and I just really love this story because it is coming to springtime here in the place where I live. So it's really like that bear coming out of the cave. And the old things, maybe the things that were really stopping us from living our life best to our capacity with love and empowerment and compassion, that those things and themes and traumas and fears that were holding us back, that we can just let them go with the spring. Let them go, because eventually these are just empty bones, empty dead bones. They belong to the earth. They do not belong to life. Yeah, they belong to death. So it's like this renewal, rebirth symbolic here. I do not know where this fits in your life. You can let me know in the comments, but that's basically the theme here, the invitation here. And what I really love is that we have that part with the wisdom, gaining wisdom in that learning process, and also leaning into some kind of maybe ancient wisdom or ancestral wisdom, or wisdom of your family, what has been passed from one generation to another. And it will help you to go stronger and get a better focus as well. So let me know in the comments, where does this storyline fit into your life? Where is it that you are going through your own personal rebirth? Where is it that maybe you need to learn something? Where is it that you maybe need to take back your power and let go of some skeletons in the closet? Thank you so much for joining me for this short video, and I will be looking forward to connect with you again soon. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye for now.